Big Z Reviews. The Inheritance is a new indie horror film that just released on demand recently. I think maybe in select theaters. And this is actually better than I expected. Like, it's definitely not just the random, like, horrible horror film that gets thrown on demand. Like, it has a lot more to offer. Like, it's not amazing, but I did enjoy it.
This whole thing is insane.
You really think your dad's just making all this up?
I assure all of you, this is not a game. I've ruined lives in the name of business. And now, there's a price on my head.
This was directed by Alejandro Bruges, and it was written by Chris Lamont and Joe Russo. And not that Joe Russo. I know it's funny, I only reason really know about this was because I follow the writers on Twitter. Like, and so and they were talking about that the movie was finally releasing. I think they thought that this movie might never be released. That, just I think after COVID and writer strike or all that stuff, that like it kind of just sat in purgatory, and then now it finally got like a tiny theatrical release, and mainly just at the same time on digital. And it's essentially, this is a multi-billionaire, and he's had a great life. He's an entrepreneur, made a lot of money. Probably not a good guy, but I guess it's on the eve of his 75th birthday, he invites his entire family to his mansion, saying that, and sending everyone else home as just the family, and that, sometime this night someone is going to try to kill him, and that they put this thing to them that if I die, all my money is going to the charity that I made, but if I survive, you'll get your inheritance. And there is a movie. So the patriarch of the family is played by Bob Gunton, and then like the youngest daughter, who's like a influencer, is played by Peyton List. And I think she's like in Karate Kid, and she had the School Spirits that I liked. And they have another daughter, Rachel Nichols, then the two sons, David Walton and Austin Stowell. And Austin Stowell, Drew, his wife, is played by Brianna Middleton. And definitely, like, she's like the black sheep in this house, because like especially the one they're a pair of twins, so, and they do not like her. And especially there's a lot of family drama mixed in here, and that's one thing, they are like, all the people kind of suck. So definitely it doesn't. I didn't mind that much when people started dying, but like it's a good setup for a horror film. I love the film taking place at one location, and it's like an opulent mansion that has a lot of creepy things in it. It's the perfect setting for a horror film, especially if one you can do relatively cheaply. And honestly, the scares aren't bad. Like there's definitely, for the first part of the movie, there's a lot of arguing amongst them. And I'd say like the audience's characters that you're mainly following and rooting for is definitely the husband and wife, and the wife, not part of the billionaire family. But like they're all kind of experiencing weird haunting stuff. Like something's not right in the house. But like there's certain, like someone just want to party the night away just because they know their dad's just going crazy. There's nothing actually gonna happen, because like it's not just a person that's coming. It's maybe an entity or something for an evil deal he did to make his riches, and the price has come to it has to be paid now. But like there's, I guess some of the scares, aren't bad. And I like that, like, a lot of them kind of involve, especially early on, like, there's, like, this weird, like, naked demon fat guy. Like it's kind of this slow, like, thing that is just a shadow in the corner of the room that's, like, watching them, and then they do something, and there's nothing actually there. And it's, like there's stuff moving around, but it's enough that to it they can ignore it, think it's not real. But like and then you get like once people start dying, then like the people are like haunted by the dead members of the family that just died that night, and that's more effective too. But like then you could do some actually decent stuff with like with the CGI for some of the stuff isn't bad. Like one kind of dies in the pool, like, and so then there's like some like floating blood that looks kind of cool. But I think that like when this movie, the whole time they're being really kind of, they're not showing a lot of stuff other than than now the dead family members. But like I know once it gets to the climax, I'm like, just don't show the demon. Just don't show it. It's not going to look good. Just don't show it. Do something else. And it's like, oh, and they showed the demon, and it's looks like a cartoon. It's like really bad CGI, and it's like, oh, okay. It's like I wish that they'd done something else, just with more of the members of the family, like finishing the climax, and have the demon in the corner watching it still. But like that was an effective look and almost kind of creepy. But like when they actually show it, everything is so many times, even when you have like a lot of money and you have time and you can once you show the monster so many times, it's like, oh, your imagination is better at like picturing what the actual monster looks like than what they can do, especially on a limited budget. But I enjoyed this. Like, it definitely, probably not gonna go back to this, but like it's better than I expected. It kind of goes well with like it'd be a good decent double feature with like Abigail, except like and it's a movies like that, because it's kind of a fun film. I think they would have done maybe more like more horror stuff or more scares before people start dying. Like the one character that you're not supposed to like that much, but I liked was the first one to die, and it's like, okay, it kind of sucks. But then they use them to be to haunt everyone else, which kind of worked. But I enjoyed it. It's definitely not. It's not anything that you'd have to go out of your way to watch. But if you're looking for something that is like a horror film to throw on that's not too scary and it's not too original, nothing amazing, but it's still really fun, I think you check this out. I'd probably give like an 8 out of 10, but 7.75 out of 10, something like that. It's fun. But thanks for watching. If you want any more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.